It is not possible to develop effective training materials without some familiarity with the way people learn. Learning is a process by which knowledge, skill, or behavior is acquired. In theory, this definition sounds fairly straightforward. However, in practice, the process component is widely overlooked. Effective training must be capable of facilitating learning, which requires much more than simply gathering information and reiterating it back to the training audience. A training curriculum that is designed simply as an information delivery mechanism is destined to fail. Successful instructional design requires an understanding of the multifaceted learning process and a willingness and ability to address its components when designing curriculum. Before going into the specific elements of the learning process, it is important to be familiar with the concept of cognitive psychology, which plays a significant underlying role in learning. The American Psychological Association defines cognitive psychology as the study of higher mental processes. 5 of the higher mental processes indicated by the association directly impact learning in the context of a training application, and must be properly addressed in any curriculum design and development effort. These 5 mental processes are as follows. Attention, which is the capacity to receive. Knowing, which involves gaining familiarity with a person, place, object, or process. Memory, which is the ability to retain knowledge for future use. Perception, which is interpretation. Thinking, which involves the ability to process and apply knowledge. These mental processes are triggered by a variety of stimuli that can be textual, based on written language, auditory, based on spoken language, visual, seen through imagery such as photos, illustrations, or videos, kinesthetic, experienced by physically doing something, participatory, experienced through group exercises, analytical, based on logical interpretation of data. The stimuli are absorbed and reinforced through repetition, reward, observation, problem solving, case studies, role play. Throughout the learning process, stimuli for the various mental processes are transmitted through a number of dynamic receptors. These receptors are essentially moving targets, opening and closing in response to any number of factors that can originate from within the learning materials or as a result of other external conditions. Designers of learning materials must ensure that their efforts reach the maximum number of open receptors at any given time. The curriculum design and development techniques presented throughout this Build Better training workshop are geared towards ensuring an interesting, relevant, and enticing training curriculum capable of facilitating optimal reception by the training audience.